Fostering communication and understanding among the world's youth is the goal of the NGO Global Nomads. The organization recently sent a team to Rwanda to set up satellite communication so students there can chat with students in the United States.
In 2004, we took our program to Rwanda. We linked schools in Rwanda with schools in the United States for a series of virtual exchange programs and allow these young people to have very honest conversations.
I would like to share my own experience with you.
Rwanda is the home of the mountain gorillas. The gorillas live in this one forest that borders Rwanda, Congo, and Uganda. They don't live anywhere else in the world. So at Global Nomads Group, we thought it would be pretty cool if we linked these gorillas who are living in their natural habitat to schools in Rwanda and throughout the United States via video conferencing.
And around 1 o'clock during the day, they rest. And they would rest, say, for about an hour or an hour and a half. And the silverback again will give a signal, will call everybody, and they'll move to different patches looking for good food.
The indigenous people of Rwanda are the Batwa, and they were generous enough to allow us to do a video conference. It's a community that's often marginalized, and when they do get recognized, it's not necessarily very positive. So we took the time and we actually celebrated everything that the Batwa have to share.
We are really happy to have seen you people, and we are really happy to have a conversation with you.
We couldn't leave Rwanda without addressing the genocide. It happened 10 years before we got there, and everyone in Rwanda has been impacted by it. And I don't think any of us were actually really ready for what was said and what was shared, but I know that we were all impacted by how candid they were and how much they shared.
America didn't do anything to help stop it, and the fact that it happened, I was kind of devastated to hear about it.
However, I don't believe that a lot of people in the United States can possibly fathom 800,000 people dying within a matter of days.
In only this district, Nyamata, and there are many of them. In this church only, there are 10,000 of people who are killed in here. So you can see those are arms, bones of different parts of the body. In those bones, there are many children, there are many young people. Maybe they were the ones to be our next president, our next ministers. There were many doctors in there. Maybe they would have made the world a better place. But what did they do? They just killed them. And the whole world was seeing and was not responding to what was happening. They showed you the altar, a holy place. Usually when you're going to go to the altar where a priest stands and talks, you bow, showing respect, showing, but people are killed there. It was blood, it was corpses. Really, you can't imagine how did it happen? How our parents, our brothers, our sisters, our fellow humans. You can't say you are not in Rwanda. You can't say you're not a Rwanda. You're a human being. Let's avoid it. Let's avoid it. It happened to Jews. There were many of them who died. 6 million in 6 years. And here, more or less than 1 million people in 3 months only. And all that. The world had said never again before. What about now? Is it for nothing also? What if in some years it happens again? Let's not allow it. Let's not allow it. It's much painful, very painful. Let's not allow, as the young generation, let's do.
When I first was about to come here, I'm just like, it's just another day, you know, just about to learn something. Like Chris said, But when I got into it, the very first conference just let me know, like, wow. You know, I told my mom, I went home and I bragged to my mom so much, like, Mom, I really see how bad people got it. She always used to tell me it's people who will kill to be in my shoes, but I never really believed. I just played it off, but now I see it's the truth.
At first, I had no clue where Rwanda was. I didn't even know it was in Africa, but now I can't stop thinking about Rwanda.
I didn't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard of the country before, but I didn't know about the genocide until this year, and that sort of kind of made me mad.
It really hit home what really happened, and I don't think if we would have had that conference, I would have realized how bad it was. It would have just all been numbers to me.
It made me feel so good just to know, I don't know, something just sparked something inside of me.
Nobody had ever done that before. Nobody had linked schools in Rwanda and the United States for a series of really important conversations. And that's what G&G does best, is go where nobody else is going and build bridges where there are none, and hopefully bridge that culture gap.
Rwandans don't say bye. They dance and they rejoice in concluding.
Every little thing that I'm given or I've done or I've accomplished, I'm now so grateful for, because I know it can be taken from me just like that.
Once I started doing some research and found out what the people were going through, I really changed my view on it, and it became a part of me.